Hello and welcome to Hanamate. I had some fun with plain paper doilies and I painted them and I used them as decoration at a shop window. Um, by the way, it wasn't total success, but I just want to share the idea with you and perhaps you can improvise and improve it. Anyhow, I did have good time. As always, I watch a show, listen to the music, and I play around in my kitchen usually. So these doilies were given to me. I like them as they are. However, I was planning to do a Valentine decoration on the shop window, and I came up with idea of basically painting them or dyeing them pink or red, and then attaching them to the window and create large shape of heart. So it's pretty easy. You grab a piece of paint and the doilies and you paint them. There are a few little tricks. I did use self-healing mat. I also did make sure that each of those pieces come separately, right? Because the way they were, um, what's the word I'm looking for, punched out, or the holes were made, it was in a big machine, so everything's squeezed together. I did pick this kind of dirty rose pink color because I like it. It's for vintage and antique stores, so I didn't want to go with hot pink. And then I basically painted on one side and the other side. I let it dry a little bit and then I lifted it and turned it around. I do have to admit that because it is such a thin material, I ripped a few pieces, especially when I was lifting them. So you have to be a little bit more careful. It could be probably smarter to just paint one side and then the other rather than attaching the wet side to the mat. But I put it next to our heat and I made sure I flipped it a few times and it did work out. That's it. I can end the video right now because you know everything what you want to know. So it's pretty easy to paint. It's good to have good equipment and you can of course do any different colors. This project worked out for me. By the way, I did find it kind of satisfying because it's really just the manual labor without using my brain much and I really enjoyed it. I did at one point try to dilute the paint as much as possible and the color that came up, it was really nice antique washed pink, and those doilies I'm going to use in my junk journals. They are, by the way, fantastic material because they are nice and thick and can be used for any paper projects, and if you use good quality glue, or I love Mod Podge because it's so thin there will be no edges, right? So I think I made about 5 of these. Yeah, I made over 60 doilies. So then when they were just a little bit wet, I flipped them again, right? So it's important to do that a few times so they don't adhere to the mat. Then I flatten them between two mats and I put the rock on the top so they are nice and flat. And then actually this is different projects I made, but on the right side you can see the heart shaped um, the heart shape made out of the laces. I tried to play with it afterwards and I still need to improve it, but I was eager to make the video for you. And here it is. So there are many options how you can make it. I like to leave the little gaps in between and it kind of worked out for me. So if you like my ideas, you can follow me on Instagram, on Facebook. Thanks for watching, Hannah Made.